Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 24 Miami Grand Prix, live here from the Miami Autodrome here in the state of Florida. We're here for round 3 of the STB Tier 2 World Championship. We're here with Matt once again in the commentary box. Matt, welcome to Miami, a track that I'm sure you love because you finally finished yesterday, so it must be a good track for you. Welcome to Miami. So I just someone's asking to invite. While we wait for the final laps to be done, Matt, what can we expect from this race? It was a very good one yesterday.
Yeah, I'd say there's 3 overtaking zones really around the circuit, primarily into turn 1, into the tight left-hander, down that first big, long, wiggly straight, and then you've got the main back straight going into the third to last corner, which is always a good overtake opportunity, especially if you're running lower wings. It's always difficult to keep people behind. It depends on what you're using, but it's quite an interesting circuit because there's lots of low speeds, but there's also plenty of medium and high speed corners. So downforce is quite mixed, I think, around here. I think people tend to prefer high downforce, but I ran very low downforce yesterday and it worked. It got me ahead of I forgot his name now. I overtook somebody to take Julian. That was it. It was Julian. Obviously, that low wind also does help. But yeah, it's a very interesting track. It says some people don't like it, some people do. I've always quite liked it. Didn't like it in the last game, but this game, something about it, I just seem to don't mind it so much, especially in race pace. Qualifier pace, not so good. But yeah, it's Kai's actually gone to the 26s here. I mean, still half a second off tier 1, but like this is why it's tier 2.
But you know, I've been saying to the guys, but there's no point in tier 2 having drivers that can't compete in tier 1 level. When they win the championship, will come in the top 3 and they go up to tier 1, and they're like 5/10 off last in tier 1. They're not going to have a good time. So that, you have to have some people in tier 2 that are capable of competing. I mean, Toby's only 2/10 down, and Pistol's 3/10. So it really is giving what it needs to give in terms of pace. For the drivers, but it is KO once again on pole position for the tier 2 race, Miami. KO P1 second, Joey third is Toby, right? Fourth is Pistol, fifth Dave, sixth Francis, that is. Seventh, this is the King. Eighth, decent qualifying from Callum, Petrovic. 10th, K-Ram. I'm not going to win tomorrow, right? 11th, DJ Danny. 12th, Rossetti. 13th and 14th, Sideworks 99. 15th, QTK Alanas. 16th, Dilemma. 17th, K Sheffy. 18th, MV1. And 19th will be Darkin. He had a few connection issues in the lobby. Yeah, you can call him Arenas, Matt, but he's Mexican, so I'm going to try calling him the Spanish way.
Oh, he's absolutely pouring it down.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. There is rain forecast for this one. Oh, great. Oh, lovely. Well,
that is full wet conditions right there.
Absolutely. Well, of all the rain in Miami, that's absolutely incredible.
Is it going to be another Portugal?
Okay. Well, hopefully it stops raining, because if it doesn't, then I mean...
Can't wait for everyone to go around and can't overtake because of the DRS. I definitely don't want any side-by-side action going for that twisty chicane. You can barely do it in the dry, never mind in the wet. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Turn 1, Turn 2, Turn 3 is going to be so difficult in these conditions. I'm expecting some people to spin through there. It's so difficult in traction and in the dry as it is. Keeping the rear in play, but in the wet it's going to be so just nippy in there. So
Toby actually confirmed that it is for the whole Grand Prix, Matt.
Wow, okay.
Here we go then.
Snooze fest. Oh, and there's a safety car.
Might have to be a restart unless these guys can continue on.
Yeah, like I said, normally with a few of these situations we tend to keep it. I don't know why Toby and Joey trying to go side by side.
Safety car has been deployed. Full wet conditions. Full wet conditions.
Nope.
No, he's left. There will be no restart. We will continue. And
Yeah,
we'll just make sure that everyone knows in the chat.
This could be a blessing in disguise. It probably stops 10 cars. Oh, Dano's already around. You got damage? No. Did say that would be difficult, but I think it's secretly just made our lives a little bit easier. Because it stops any chaos going into turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3. I think this might be a blessing in disguise, Melody.
Yeah, if obviously the drivers just didn't cooperate there and just overtook everyone and did up a madness, then yes, there would be a restart. But because everyone has managed to get through, maybe not Dylan, but it was his own fault. We are, safety car is out. And if anything, Matt, this just makes it realistic because in real life, if the conditions were like this, there would actually be a safety car. So, do you know what I mean?
We'll just kick it off from here. Hopefully, I'll actually stay awake for most of this race because I had enough earlier. So hopefully, I should be able to keep my eyes open this time in like some weekends where it gets a little bit boring and again a little bit shut-ish. But yeah, wet conditions at least gives the kind of drivers a few laps to just get used to the tractions, used to the braking, and adjustments they need to do on the brake bias, just to give them tests and just see where they need to brake. And just how much grip there is out there. So at least they can ease themselves into these conditions. And we can go from there. Obviously, safety car will not come in this lap, which was a bit of a shame.
I think, Matt, sorry, it's because of people leaving at the back end of qualifying. That's why this has taken place in terms of the.
Was it MV1?
Yeah, we left like literally the last moment of the session. And I think something happened in another league the other day as well, someone left in like the final few minutes to qualify and this happened, safety car. But obviously that was at Spa, so it was a lot more difficult in terms of
yeah, I remember that.
Not overtaking a safety car. So, but yeah, it's just something that we have to work with unfortunately on this game, Matt. I mean, restarting it would have just caused so many problems in terms of time and delay and stuff as well. So
yeah, especially with the weather.
Yeah. So then the race is longer than usual now, so it's best we just carry on. No one's affected. Dilemma span, but yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously looks like we're going from here. So obviously wet conditions, but I hope it dries out a little bit to give it some more interesting racing on the intermediates, maybe.
One drive this is really going to help is going to be Side Effects 99. It's running full traction, and the full traction is extremely powerful. In the full wet, not so much intermediates, Matt. It's coming from personal experience. Not so much in intermediates, but once you got on the full wet tyres, full action is actually quite beneficial. So watch out for Side Effects because he may make up some good places in that field. But of course, Tier 2 is a lot more competitive than what he's been racing last season in Tier 3. So we'll just have to see, really. No one's changed position apart from MV1.
And Dilemma.
But obviously that's just because Dilemma spans, so there you go. Matt, yesterday was very different. Obviously it was dry, the race was extremely close. You got your first finish in 345 years, so it's absolutely incredible. That race was. It's probably one of the best races I've seen in a good while. But safety car is in this lap, Matt, so we're about to get racing in Miami. Does it normally rain like this? Does it normally rain like this in Miami? When I
at least I can get some water on that fake swimming pool.
Yes, I can go swimming after the Grand Prix.
The fake docks, the fake.
Yeah, they can get some good racing going as well.
Oh, careful, Dave! Almost hitting back to your teammate.
Go then, Matt. It is go in Miami. But you can't overtake until the start-finish line. And Callum's had a great start. He's already overtaken, but he's overtaken before the start-finish line, so he's have to give that position back. We are going racing.
Oh, as Benape has been hit, he's hit the back of Dave as Pistols off the circuit.
And there's been a collision. Petrovic has had the collision there with the Aston Martin.
Oh, there's 5, 6, 7 cars going side by side. I don't know what's going on here. I couldn't even tell where the white line was. I thought they were off track at first.
Bloody hell, yeah, everyone. And the Aston Martin has
Aston Martin.
This is the king span out of the Grand Prix. He's had a big moment here in Miami, and the conditions
the King's done a Julian and has been demoted to Prince.
Absolutely treacherous conditions here in Miami, Matt. And Callum's in P7 now. Next up is by Neppy. But oh my fucking god!
There's a lot of cars going side by side there. It was. I was waiting for something to happen.
Like you can see the spray as well, mate. If you look, you can see the spray. It's absolutely crazy. Side effects has got a move done. He's up to P13 now. Of course, Betty's a bit. So and Anton is running outside. Here we go, side by side. It's very hard to see on this spectate mode, I must say, Matt. But the McLaren's running outside. Side effects is trying to get a move done. I told you the full track should come into full effect. Side effects is on the inside.
Bit wider, but Anton going forwards of the track.
And side effects, here we go. Better traction on the exit. Trying to go running outside of the hairpin corner.
Oh, he's been squeezing the barriers. Oh, there's been a collision with the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren, and the Alpine got pinched into the barriers.
You can't see.
Down to P17. I would not be surprised if he picked up a bit of damage from that. I think he has.
Yeah.
I think he's picked up a little bit of damage from that.
I wanted to get the move done, Matt, but you have to be patient. And Pistol is out of the Grand Prix. Virgil has been deployed. Pistol's in the wall on the final.
There's been a big crash. He's gone into the barriers on the middle, on the exit of that corner.
Neppy's in the middle of the circuit as well. This is the King's got a 5-second jump on his severe collision. It is kicking off here in Miami, Matt, and Pistol is out of the Grand Prix. We'll see him tomorrow. P3. This is the King's in the pit lane. It's only a virtual safety car, though.
I saw his car. You know when you get and you go, oh, drive-through penalty for Joey for speeding into the safety car.
Safety car has actually now been deployed.
Joey has been given a drive-through.
Safety car is now deployed. This is
Joey has been given a drive-through.
Crazy. Joey's picked up a drive-through penalty that may have gifted KO a victory here in Miami because he was actually like so much quicker than everyone else at the moment.
I didn't see what happened, but I saw Pistol's car. It was obviously you have the escape road going into that hairpin. And when the barrier comes back in to obviously get to the outside of the circuit, he's crashed into that barrier there. So I wonder if he's either outbraked himself or he's gone side by side and he's gone in the car on the inside.
I don't know, but he made him side by side with Neppy because Neppy was sideways around that corner when Pistol was in the wall. So there may have been some sort of collision that took place, but this is absolutely mental.
The full safety car's come out now.
Yeah, the full safety car is out and.
At least gives King the chance to catch back up.
Joey won't be able to do his drive-through under safety car, or he will.
Nah, it has to be done in racing conditions.
Oh, it's just
it's not like a 5-second time penalty.
Okay.
Or stop go, so come into the pit lane, do your penalty, don't pit, and then go back out.
Mental.
A normal 5-second time penalty is just a 5-second stop go penalty is more harsh than a drive-through. Because you actually got to stop in your box, haven't you? But yeah, it just looked like it could be one of the situations where they could have gone side by side into there. Obviously, being wet conditions, and Pistol's just been squeezed into the barriers, and his race is gone.
Yeah, Francis
it's reduced damage. That's a bit surprising.
Francis had a collision there with Pistol.
Yeah, if you're not wondering, Francis is Benape. Joey is just lost. I don't know what. He lost a place for a second. Then I'm not sure about that. They'll pick up the safety car in a moment. But yeah, bit of action, bit of moments. Yeah, it's gonna be a strange one. This one's gonna be. I just wish it would dry up a little bit. To be honest.
Yeah, apparently it's for the whole race, man. But who knows? You know, these safety cars might make it.
But at this rate, we're only safety cars last by like 15.
Yeah, we'll have all the safety cars. Absolutely.
King's been given a 5-second time penalty. I know it's wet conditions, but I mean, just take it steady. I mean, you got nothing to lose by going fast, by nothing to gain. Sorry, by going fast into the lane.
Up to P5 now. So, but I know he doesn't really like these conditions. Callum doesn't like the wet.
Yeah, but you know who the guy behind him likes? You know the guy behind him? He likes the wet conditions. And the fact it's full wet, it probably makes it live even more. So maybe expect something special from DJ Darnay. I
mean, I did say expect something special from side effects, but then he got put in the wall. So, you know, it's giving. I don't know, to be honest, but I would not want to be out. I would not want to be a spectator on this day. Wouldn't want to be in the grandstands. And to be honest, Matt, I'm not going to lie to you. The fake swimming pool is probably flooded right now. So yeah.
No, this time of the year, it's probably a hurricane it's probably come across.
Yeah. Well, that's what we've got now, hurricane. That's why Pistol went in the wall. He got a tailwind and put him in the wall. Went flying. He went flying on brakes. couldn't stop the car, so he booyaked in the wall.
It's probably because he has a pistol in his name and we're in America right now.
Mm.
Yeah, anyway, we've got that.
Lap 6, Matt, of the Grand Prix. Yep, Joey has got a drive through, P2, so it's going to drop him all the way doin to the back.
Normally, somebody's in the pits, and Alpha Tauri, sorry, because Sheppy's in the pits. Probably for fresh wets. Maybe he could put it for a fresh set of wets, maybe try and go to the end. But then again, I'd have no clue how long these wets last. They could last 15 laps, or could last like.
Yeah, you don't really tend to go on the wets, do you?
No.
It's more like
common tyre.
Yeah, because
it's generally.
Is he on?
Yeah. No, both have gone to wet tyres again.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this Joey. Normally, you would want to get the drive-through done as quickly as possible, but I think since he's second, it's probably better for him to stay out as long as he can, and then pit to at least try and build a gap first on the cars behind.
Yeah, that
because if he pits straight away, he's got to take every single car that he comes across. But if he pits after 2-3 laps of being out there, hopefully he's building enough of a gap for the first 5 cars or something, and he might get away with actually not losing so many places.
The amount of puddles on this track is mental.
Yeah, but I don't know this game. The puddles don't really make much of a difference, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but it's like if this was real life, it'd be fucking mental. They'd probably red flag the race, to be fair.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is not real life. So
to be honest, Matt, if we used the red flag feature, potentially this could have actually been a red flag Grand Prix. They do it from
I don't think the game would do it for weather. I think they would only do it for crash.
No, they do it for weather. They do it for weather.
Is it?
Yeah, that's just put the feature up, so we don't know like properly because we've never used it.
Yeah, I've not seen any clips of somebody getting a red flag. I know I've seen clips of red flags, just not in wet conditions. So I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, they said it in the trailers that you can get it for wet conditions. So anyway, then, Matt, we are gearing up for the restart of the Miami Grand Prix. David right on the top of the Red Bull, but remember you can't overtake until the start-finish line. Joe's going to continue once again. Matt, for one more lap, he's trying to get this overtake. Turn 1. Here we go on the inside of the Ferrari, and he gets P1 of the Miami Grand Prix. Fucking hell, that was a good little move there from
good actually, because he can try and drive.
And there's an action going on in the midfield. That's by Nepi and Alanya.
He's lost it. He's managed to catch it though.
And side effects, he's trying to get through. They're all gliding. Dilemma! Yo, Dilemma's in his span there. Coming out of that corner. Fucking hell, they're all struggling. Full grip around the circuit. And this is the King trying to go for a move. You don't want to go for any stupid moves around this track in the wet conditions. It is a street circuit, so you've got walls very close proximity. Side effects now, he's up to P13. Here we go. Up around the outside. Look at that traction from the Alpine. I told you that traction would have been good. He's moved on, but now the Mercedes of Darkins trying to come through in the slipstream map.
Yeah.
Some of these would also be running low wings as well because they thought it was going to be a dry race. So they all will be probably running dry setups as well.
Oh yeah, flags. Oh, the Kings is taking a very alternate route there.
Yeah. He's that.
That's the front
side effects.
Chevy here. He's using a lot of overtake. Is Coyote. He's gaining, using a lot of overtake just for the wet conditions here. And I would not try to stay on the inside. It's a very understeery corner. This hairpin.
Yeah, especially in the well, we're in the wet as well. So is Joey going to come into the pit for his drive-through? Yes, he is. So Joey will be in.
He will be setting himself right down to dead last.
He'll be at the back of the grid. Right, well, Danny is now up to P5. He's now got the target of Callum. KO is actually down. Oh, no, KO's up to P2, but he has actually got yellow fuel. So he has got fuel problems already, Matt.
Yeah, I think I saw that. He was like that even after the safety car. So I think he's running very, very low fuel, which in wet conditions is not too bad because you'll gain that fuel back. Oh, as Davy's gone round, he's slid off the circuit, and Callum's hit the side of him, and he's also round, and Callum's off as well, and Davy's going to 5 second time penalty because he's spinning from
safety car is out.
Joey's has been given the gift.
What happened there? And who's fan?
Dave, that long left-hander, he's gone into that corner, he's lost the rear slowly, couldn't catch it, slid sideways in the middle of the track, and Callum was obviously assuming he was going to ghost, and he never ghosted and hit the side of him. It'll be on the stream.
So Dave span.
So Dave span, and then Callum went into the side of him after winning Dave span. And obviously being
in such a good position as well. P17, he's in P17 now. Yeah. He was in P4, so
it's just I think if Dave was just carrying a little bit too much speed. I think in that corner, I think you're gonna have to take a bit more of a tighter entry initially, and then kind of straighten up into the corner. I think if you try and carry speed around on the outside, the car just quite handle the speed of it.
Has Dave got front wing damage then?
I don't know. I'd assume Callum was, but I don't think Dave will because he got hit in the side.
Okay.
Callum looks like he's still got his front wing. Some sabotage action going on there. What's going on here between Dave and Kashepi?
Ayo's in the pit lane, Danny's in, and Petrovic is in. So they're all in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll probably go on another set of wets and hope to go to the end. The Red Bull did a bit of a dummy move there. I think I want to spin in the pit lane this time. This is our third safety car, and it's only lap 9.
I know. Welcome to a wet race. Intermediates for Callum.
I'm a bit surprised. Oh, Inters. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, Petrovic's gone for wets. Dave's gone for wets. The King has retired. He's given up. It's probably like me right now. Don't want to be in these conditions. Maybe it is going to light it up a little bit.
Well, Dave and they've all gone for wets apart from Callum and Danny. So, yeah.
Oh, and Kyo. Kyo's gone to me as well.
Oh, has he? Well, you know, but at the moment it's still raining. There are still a lot of puddles on this circuit.
It does look light though, not gonna lie. It does look lighter.
Yeah, it does, but
yeah, by the time the safety cars probably come back in, it's probably dried up a little bit. So this could be a strategy disguise. It's all like now whether those intermediates can do 21 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be a blessing in disguise, or it's going to be the worst decision that they've made in their lives. To be honest, I don't think the drivers would want to pit, the ones that have stayed out, purely because
you punched them up down there.
It's track position, so now you're going to lose more time than you're going to gain from doing it.
Callum's not too bad because he's gone down to P10. He hasn't dropped down right to the back like Callum and Danny have. Well, Callum was already down there anyway. But yeah, it's especially when you need it back, you couldn't take the risk.
Yeah. Well, let's see if any risk is going to be taken on Toby's end. No, it's not. Is anyone going to pit?
Oh,
the Mercedes is in. Bynep is in. We've got to watch now, Matt, that these people the pit lane correctly. You don't want to cross over that line. Dilemma's in as well. Oh no, Joey's in. Sorry. Dilemma's actually in as well. Is it going to be the right call, Matt? Is it right that these drivers have gone on to the intermediate?
I think it will be.
The rain has actually stopped falling heavily now, so it's definitely
it's definitely gone to a light rain. So I think this will probably be. I think it's more about whether the stars can get to the end. I think that's going to be the main thing now.
I think it's because of the safety cars, Matt. That's why we're now looking at intermediates.
Maybe it's worth probably some of the wet runners to stay out a little bit longer and then go into intermediates later and have fresher tyres at the end, because these intermediates will probably be very worn towards the end.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's look at the positions map, because it has been a very massive turnaround in terms of positions here in Miami. First is the second is K-Rap, third is new driver Anton, fourth is QTK Arenas, fifth is Side Effect, sixth is MV1, seventh is Darkin, eighth is Rossetti, ninth is K Sheppy, 10th is Petrovic. Petrovic actually boxed for a fresh set of wets, Matt, so I'm not sure if that was really right thing to do. Should have maybe thought about boxing for a set of inters. KO, 11th, 12th, Danny, 13th, Callum, 14th, Fine, 15th, Joey, 16th, Dilemma, and 17th, Dave. We'll see how these drivers can navigate through the field. I think it's going to be safety car in this lap, Matt, so we're going to see drivers can get themselves through, but yeah, they're all the way down in P11, so they've got a lot of work to do to get up to where he was in terms of, KO was leading this Grand Prix, so that is important as well.
I think the camera, before that tight chicane, you can really see the puddles, so that'll be a good indication to see how wet the track is, especially on also done in straight as well. So you see how this track dries up slightly. For we know, it could transition to dry conditions. We don't know yet.
Maybe, I hope so.
Wet, but maybe.
I hope so.
Maybe because this race is going to be so long, to the point where it actually gets to the dry period that it would actually got.
Someone's in the pit lane.
Car's already in. It's great.
It's K was in the pits.
Oh, MV1's in. Lots of people are in. There's 4 cars in the pits, and MV1's got to be in the pit lane as side side with Fassetti on both on the wet tyres, as Sidefax has to
span,
give up.
They have to spin him around that corner. The side effects up to P4 now in this Grand Prix. But KO is on the charge here in Miami.
Danny! Look at Danny! He's inside of Sheppy.
Oh,
he's got 2 overtakes done. That was a double overtake. And there's been a contact. I think the Ferrari of LDF1's had contact with someone. Might have been Callum, because Callum's just lost a place too. And now the Alfa Romeo's up the side of the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh, that is Joey and Callum side by side. And Callum's
got damage. I think Callum's got damage.
No, he does not like it to me. Still by his end plates.
DJ Danny is in pit. Oh my fucking god.
It's just gained, what, 6 places?
And KO now trying to get past Danny's teammate. This is giving another situation of France season 18. Everyone's on different tyres. K fucking hell, be careful.
Shall we see the back of Ganape? And Joey's made it 3 wide. Joey, what are you doing? Joey's just done what he did in Tier 1. Joey's just done what he did in Tier 1 and just dive-bombed everyone into that bloody chicane. He did that to me yesterday. God, steam it
off. Danny's coming through. Sorry, Matt, to cut you off. But Danny, P4 now in this Grand Prix. KO's got some insane straight line speed. But all I want Danny to know right now, KO has got a lack of fuel. He's not got a lot of fuel in that tank at the moment, and it looks like the track is going to get drier. So this is really good for Danny's race match. You know what, DJ Danny? It's fucking give him what it needs to give, Matt. It's give him.
Yeah, some support side effects. He's just lost
what a strategy
in just the last corner. Yeah, it's definitely intermediates. Side effects is getting mugged by Joey.
What a strategy here in Miami from DJ Danny, KO, Callum, all them guys. Vinepi on Inter, so it might not have worked out so well for them. Kobe's going to lose a lot of time as well.
Oh, Danny.
Kobe's going to lose a lot of time as well now, Matt, as KO is side by side with Danny down the straight. KO looked like he was using a lot of overtake as well last lap, but Danny's going to do the same this lap. He's going to keep that 3rd place. He's going to defend him, Matt. So we're going to see what Danny's going to do.
These are really struggling. Danny's going to go around the outside here. Car's off the circuit. Danny's, look at how much grip he's got. Right round the outside.
Inside for the next bit.
Car's up the inside into the chicane. There's space. Watch out for Joey, and Joey's been had contact. Joey, why are you trying to make it 3 wide for there? I do not know.
Yeah, it's very weird.
That's the second time he's done that for 2 laps.
And Callum is past side effects down the straight, side by side, coming back to Joey and that. fucking hell, it's all kicking off here in Miami. They're going to have to pick these wet runners, Matt. They have to box.
There's a big issue with the wet tyres as well, is that it raises the car up, which actually gives you less downforce, because the wet tyres' diameter is slightly larger than the intermediates as the Haas comes in. So it's Toby. All the wet tyres I think are coming in now. I think they have to. I don't think they'll try. Southwark stays out for another lap. I'm not sure why.
Maybe trying to maybe see if the track's going to get drier, but to be honest, it's still raining.
Yeah, you know, just losing time now. He just got to pit. Before you know it, he's lost 20 seconds in the space of 5 laps. He's probably about 5 seconds lap slower now than he is in DJ Danny.
Great strategy call though from these guys. Great strategy call. Really giving, and Callum now back up to 5th. That strategy, that safety car was very good timing.
Yeah, especially
Callum.
these guys.
But yeah, KO is using a lot of
MV1.
KO is using a lot of ERS. He's nearly at 10%. So
yeah, Danny's using still at 75%. He's gone wide there as well as KO. That's not going to help him try and keep up with Danny. You know how much Danny leaves. He loves these conditions.
Yeah,
Danny doesn't really use. Danny just struggled there for that chicane, missed apex there. There's this car sparking through there. Interesting enough. Yeah, apparently because of the wet tyres, I think it gives the wet tyres gives the car another 5 millimeters of clearance off the ground. Stop aquaplaning. So the wet tyres also, because it raises the car up, it gives you less downforce. I'm not sure if that does anything to the game, but I know in real life that's the case.
Yeah, what does that do to the car now? Yeah, great.
Yeah, but those wet tyres aren't good at all. To me, it's always the best tyres for these changeable conditions.
Absolutely.
So the race will continue from now. Danny continues to lead ahead of Kayo.
Come on, Danny.
Ahead of Joey.
Come on, Danny.
I think Joey's going to get involved in a few incident reports here because he's been doing lots of very questionable attacking manoeuvres.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Yeah, it's been a bit.
He's getting into his car when the places with the gaps there, but he's just never going to stick.
Well, we know this, Matt, from Danny previously. He's very aggressive. He wants the positions. Now, it could well be him losing P1 off of KO.
Yep, penalties also be applied as well, plus any post-race penalties. Look at the gap between P7 and P8.
That's what rain does, unfortunately.
That's what happens when you have side effects on wet tyres holding everyone up.
Toby's on the charge as well. Toby's got to really get through this pack quickly now, Matt.
Joe's got a penalty. Just add salt to the wound. So has Francis as well, and so has Dilemma. Oh, that's P6. How the bloody hell's that happened?
Matt, sorry. Joey. Overtake mode on KO. This could well be to help out DJ Danny.
I don't know about that. Wait,
Right,
for Joey drives.
If all these keep battling, it's going to help Callum. So keep battling. But no, Callum's been been overtaken by Dilemma.
That's even more questionable. Francis looking pretty quick. Joey's making it. He's trying to go inside the Ferrari. He has up the inside. He's trying to make it stick. And there's been contact.
KO's hit him. Joey's going to have to give that place back.
Yeah, you can't make contact with the car and then go through. He's got to get that place back because he was the attacking car.
I mean, Danny does. I mean, Danny will be happy with that, but.
I mean, if Kari overtakes Joey on this at the end down the straight, I think he can probably get away with it. But seeing both of these, just use overtake, I'm not sure. Here comes Kaio. I think he's using overtake. He's not happy with Joey being ahead of him, and he's going to go up inside on a backs house. All that overtaking,
and Callum side by side as well with Dave. He was just going to clear him round the outside, but Callum's going to force him wide. That's a good little defensive move there from the Ferrari. Side by side, the Williams, the Red Bull. Dilemma.
Oh, he contacted his round.
Dilemma has banned. Don't reset your track. Don't reset to track. There you go. Very bad driver.
Yeah, it's lost some valuable time there, by about 8 seconds. Yeah, 9.1 slower than the fastest lap time. He's at least lost 8 seconds there. A side effect is now dropped to P14 on those tyres. I think he's had a mistake. He's his full traction control is still kicking in at 150 miles an hour. I don't know if it's sticking out for the dry period, but I don't think the dry period is coming anytime soon. I don't actually know why these two are still out here right now. He gets past side effects as well.
Matt, hello, can you hear me?
Still not in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Joey's in slipstream of Danny.
It's kind of surprising, considering Danny's got a long overtake button to use, and he generally likes these conditions. Maybe Joey just likes a bit more. Setup could also be part of play as well.
I mean, KO, to be honest, if KO wants some, chance of something this season, he kind of needs to win this race, because he's had a really bad show in both Australia and Portugal. I think only 2 points have been picked up so far for him this season, and he is a championship contender.
Kyle was fighting for the win in Australia, but after that collision, was it actually with Joey, wasn't it? Was it Danny?
Joey, so...
As Joey gets past Danny.
Yeah, Danny's not going to like that.
But Joey's going to hit wide, and Dan looks like
he's going to show it, because Danny's on some great attack now. Here we go. He's going to use that overtake down the straight. Here we go. Joey goes defensive, but we know Danny is aggressive into turn 1. Here we go, side by side. Can't get the move done. Come on, Danny.
Danny's showing his conservative side. I think in the way, it's just not quite as possible.
Yeah, it's not quite as possible to attack with as much aggression as you like compared to the drying. KO's had a big moment. It looked like on my screen there might have been a bit of lag. We've got these 4 battling, and then you've got Callum 3.6, who's then 1.6 ahead of Dave. Then you've got Keira, who's caught slightly up his 5 seconds, so he's catching. And then it's Dilemma, Petrovic and Darkin. So it's quite spaced out. And Toby, Matt, still can't get past the Mercedes.
Darkin's got some slipstream off the car ahead as well, but Toby's looks like he's going to an overtake. He's trying to go for the move here. Getting closer, is in his slip the one up the inside, but Darkin's now like he's in the overtake. Watch out, the Red Bull can't hit the Alfa Romeo ahead of him. He's got to take it nice and easy, which he does. Gets the inside line. Around the outside he goes. Is he going to be able to stick it through here? Because it's just go for the inside for the chicane. So this generally does work. And looks like he might get the move done. He has. So up into P10 has Toby.
Yeah, Toby, this is not good
recovery
for him, because Toby at the moment, he's only getting 1 point from this Grand Prix, and his rivals, KO's 3rd, Callum's 5th, Danny's 2nd, so it's not really working out so far for Toby, so he needs to get a move on. But talking about move on, Petrovic, another contender, he's battling with Dilemma. So there's a lot of contenders, Matt. I think we'll see around maybe round 6, 7, so Monaco, Britain time, who the real contenders are for this championship. Because of how close the two actually is.
Yeah, it's Petrovic to come back for a move on Dilemma around the outside still. Maybe a little bit of a switchback might go nicely. No, just keeps behind him for now as Toby. And Toby's been
overtaken by Darkin. Up the inside goes Darkin, and Darkin gets
I think he ran a bit wide there.
Back off Toby. Toby's struggling to get to clear this pack.
Talk about struggling. Danny's starting to drop off the back of Joey here. Danny really needs to find some groove here. Maybe trying to be able to try and keep. The problem is he's got no DRS just to hang on, have you? So this is purely on pace that he has to rely on.
Talking about pace, Callum is not on it at the moment. 4.4 now is the gap. Although I think he'll be pretty happy, Matt, with P5 at the moment, considering his collision earlier on in the I think he'll be happy with this. Could have been a bit further up, but potentially leading this Grand Prix. But
so Coyote's looking using a lot of overtake. Got nothing left though to show for it.
Yeah, Danny seems to be saving a lot of his overtakes, to be fair.
Yeah, he's actually using a little bit lately. He was up to about 60% at one point.
It has
use a bit.
stopped raining, Matt. It stopped raining here in Miami.
Lap 19 here. I think that's why side effects stay out. But you can see where side effects is. He's absolutely anywhere.
So his race is completely fucked now. Toby's past his teammate. Here we go. Side by side with Dilemma. And he gets the move done. He's up to P9. But rain has stopped falling, which means, I think, Matt, we could be seeing the soft tyres being used in this Grand Prix.
Yep, especially if it's going to happen in the next 3 or 4 laps. If it was now, I'll probably go for mediums. Oh, watch out the Red Bulls at the moment there, as Darky gets all over the place trying to keep up with them.
Toby's up to 9th now.
Yeah, I would say, because obviously the mediums can do probably about 15, 16 laps. Softs can probably do about 8 or 9, 10 laps.
I think if Callum finishes 5th, I think he will actually lead the championship.
I think this is the reason side effects is in, but it's too early for slicks, I would think.
But he has to get off those tyres, Matt. He has to get off those tyres. There's no doubt about it. He has to get off the
mediums. Okay, Sheppy's in the pits. A set of mediums as well.
Hey, Sheppy's in as well. Set of mediums as well for him, yeah.
That would have just stopped raining. It's going to be a couple more laps yet before he's into pits.
Well, so he's going to have the help of full traction to help him around this track, and he's sliding already.
I don't think it makes a difference if he's on the wrong tyre, are they?
Yeah, well, you can see
a couple more laps yet before we see the intermediates coming.
I think we definitely will see the slicks being used up.
Because those wet patches, those wet puddles are definitely gone that we saw earlier in the race. They've definitely gone. So the track's definitely drying. Especially when he says, like, oh, Mercedes in, that's Benape. Benape's in. That's Francis.
So he thinks that could really help Callum in this Grand Prix, maybe get up to P4.
Yep. And Joey was the fastest lap.
Is it the time out for the slick tyres? Medium
for Benape too early. There's no one else is pitting.
I think he's got a 5-second stop and go as well.
Yeah, another pair of mediums for him. I'm not sure why people are going to soft. Soft's probably the best choice because it's the easiest tyre to warm up.
Medium
and they've only got 9 laps left. But yeah, Joey with the fastest lap has definitely shown that the track's improving. You know, in real life, they'll have like a crossover points where there's specific lap times. They say when you get to this point of lap times, you might think of crossing over into the slicks. Fossetti goes onto the softs, which is the correct choice.
Darkin and Dilemma. And then you've got Anton trying to come through. Anton's on the inside of...
Oh, he's trying to look inside. And he's made contact with him. And he's hitting round. Oh, you can't stick your nose, and that's Anton's fault 100%. You can't stick your nose up like that and expect the gap. And then Darcy's just been enabled. So I don't know how it gets DRS. I think you might see some cars coming in then if DRS has been enabled. Danny's really struggling to keep up with Joey right now, but Joey's got that penalty to take into account. But don't, Joey. He probably have a 5-second time penalty.
Is Joey got a stop go?
It's a 3-second.
Oh.
Yeah,
it was
that instant, I think.
Oh, Danny's going defensive against KO. This is going to be crucial for the pit stop period.
Oh, Danny's shot himself.
Danny
shot himself.
Don't. Yeah.
Oh, and KO's crossed the white line into the pit lane. KO's crossed the white hours. You can't do that.
That's going to be a penalty for KO, I think.
I was on board with Danny there. Just came on a second, very late there.
Right, make sure everyone else is doing it properly as well, Matt, not just KO. Yeah, Dilemma does it correctly. By Neppy
on his mediums.
Carry on. Yeah, we've all done it right, I think.
Yeah, soft tyres definitely. Look how much time Benape's lost on the top 3 here. Francis was right behind these guys before he pitted. He's now 4 seconds off the lead. Yes, he's got warmer tyres now, but he's now on the older and more worn tyres. So I think that's podium for Francis out of the window.
Might be a podium for Callum though, if he can really get his pace on, and if there's any sort of battle or collision that happens, Callum could find himself.
He's got to catch up in about 8 seconds yet before we even think about it.
KO will definitely get a penalty for that. He'll definitely get penalised for that. You can't cross over. You can't do that.
White line's there for a reason, to identify that you are going to the pits. A good example, remember Kimi Räikkönen in Magellan? He did that, across the white line, he got a penalty for it. So, same rules apply here.
You can do that.
Yep.
I know it's annoying and things like that, but you know, you just can't do things.
I'm expecting Danny to drop off here now. Now it's in the dry conditions, but he's doing really low wings. But I just expect Danny to drop off now in these dry conditions a little bit. Don't expect him to have the same pace as Joey. Joey's generally quite quick in these dry conditions.
Well, Kayo's second now.
Kyrie's second, yeah. Yeah, Francis definitely the one.
But what Danny won't know about is the fact that KO crossed the pit line. Danny won't
know that he did, but he won't be aware about the penalty.
Yeah, he won't be aware of that. So
he might be racing. He might have seen it happen, but he might not realise he will get a 5-second time penalty for crossing that white line. So Pacetti has fast lap times, so lap times are kicking in now. Expect these lap times to go down to probably into the 20s. Into the 29s by the end of this race. Oh, Dama's out.
Safety car has been deployed here
He's crashed.
In Miami.
Exit at turn 3. He's out. Lost the wheel.
He's out. I don't know if we can see anyone that is going to go past where Dilemma crashed. If his car's been removed there, but it is another safety car here in Miami. This is the 4th one, isn't it?
So I don't see anyone crash out in the wet, but I see somebody crash out in the dry. Interesting. I'd like to say that these lap times are about 3 seconds a lap slower than they were in yesterday's race at the moment. So it's still not quite fully dry yet. But it's just getting there.
Dilemma is out of the race, and this is really going to put a damper on KO's race. And Joey's as well.
Yeah, it allows people like Side Effects and Sheppy to catch back up here. So the dodgy strategy call has been eased.
Yeah.
So you get a nice shot there of the Hard Rock Stadium, looking that right on.
Bainetti has actually got a 5-second penalty as well. So that might, I think that.
Oh, Sheppy can give it a drive through.
Well, that's his race done.
So he's retired.
And he's retired. Yeah, well, we know why
I did it once in Belgium, purely because I was a bit distracted at the time. But
Toby's in the pits. Someone's bad. I think that was Anton.
On the mediums. I think he's just getting rid of the mediums and going to the softs, which is fair enough. He's only going to lose about 2 places, I think, maybe 3. Maybe it's probably worth it. I mean, it gets Banapi back into within the guys in front, but being on the slower tyre, it might be a bit of a challenge.
I never actually on a set of mediums as well.
Yeah, he was one of the first people. He was the first person to pit.
If Cal can jump him, get past him.
It's actually a good thing for Banapi in a way because he's caught up. But at the same time, with that penalty, he's got cars right behind him. So it's been a good thing because Callum won't know.
What Callum won't know at the moment is the fact that Joey's got a 3-second penalty. KO is waiting a 5-second time penalty before crossing the line, and Bainepi has got a 5-second. He'll know about that obviously, but Bainepi's got a 4-second. So at the moment, Callum could be on for a podium in this Grand Prix map.
Yep, but we don't know anything could happen. Before we know, we might see Callum going straight on into turn 1 for all we know.
Well, let's not say that. I'm rooting for Callum because last season was just absolutely. It was just not giving for Callum last season, so I'm really hoping that he can get some sort of luck.
Yeah, so should be obviously retired. Yeah, well, he's only got himself to blame for that drive through. So same with Joey's recovered nicely from it. Obviously with the plenty of safety cars. This is our 4th safety car, lap 23. If Surfex can catch up to by the end of the next lap, should hopefully get going again with a 5-6 lap dash to the end of the race. Probably very trippy for these guys, going from full wets to intermediates into slicks. It's like the strange increasing grip over the time of the race.
I'm sure these drivers are just happy, Matt, to be honest, to have the high conditions. Because I know if I was racing and I had to do a full race in the wet, start to finish, I'd be absolutely pissed. I'd be fuming. Absolutely fuming.
Yeah, but maybe more water on the track after the slowing it down.
Pardon, sorry.
Because you should have tracked me more west when you found out, because you'd be crying.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd rather have it from wet to dry than dry to wet, because dry to wet, I think it's just really difficult. Because you've got to adjust from that being quick grip to having no grip.
Yeah. And you're shit in the wet there, so.
Yeah. Still.
Right then, well, Bynecki might, or Francis, whatever you want to call him, might be caught napping here on the restart. Callum just needs to remember you can't overtake until the start finish line. That is something that I always take into account a lot in the safety cars. You can't overtake until the safety car line. If it was like 2018 or something, you could overtake before the just after the first safety car line, but that don't exist no more. So yeah, it's start finish line. But I think safety car is going to be in this lap for 1, 2, 3, 5 lap dash. It's going to be a 5-lap sprint race. At the end, decide the winner of the Miami Grand Prix. Joey is on it, as per usual. Second is KO, third is Danny, fourth is Bynecki, fifth Callum, sixth Dave, Seb Petrovic, eighth KO at ninth Anton, Toby P10 Matt. He's got a lot of work to do, but he has got 2 medium runners ahead of him. It's all about picking up those positions for the championship.
Yep. Plus any penalties might apply after the race, if there's any. So Joey will dictate when everyone goes. Leave it late. It's gone.
And it's go. It is going Miami. For the restart. And Callum has really got to get on it. But talking about getting on it, Danny, here we go. He won't know about the penalty yet.
Oh, and there's a bit of contact.
Oh shit.
Danny's out on the fry. He's actually been overtaken by Francis now.
Francis going to try. But these softs do run out quite quickly, so you never know. They might run out before, no one knows.
3 laps under the safety car, though.
Yeah, I know, but they'll be one come the end of this stint. They will be one. Toby's up to P9, and I think there's been a collision. Callum's been overtaken again. There has actually been a collision down there.
It's Dave. Dave's in the barriers. He's got flashbacks to what happened in the opening laps of this race. He's back in that barrier again.
Back barrier and side effect back in the points as well as they come down, darting down the straight. Callum's trying to get back past Petrovic, but side effect is going to go on the inside for Mercedes of Darkin. He's racing the big boys. He's racing the season 22 champion here.
Yeah, I was just trying to look out for Petrovic and Callum side by side through that twisty section as well. Going through there, but Petrovic stays ahead of Callum for now. A bit of a moment there from Quinaketh of Kyra. Coming out of that chicane, that twisty section there under the highway.
Absolutely, we'll have all the fucking highways. Right then, let's see the Mercedes. Oh, I don't know, I don't know who's going to win this.
Could be anyone. It could be Kai, it could be Joey if he pulls away, it could be Benape if he does something special. Danny, maybe on penalties.
Might even be Toby,
It could be Danny. If Joey still has that 3-second time penalty and Benape, and Kai gets his 5-second time penalty, Danny can win this race.
Imagine. Oh
Imagine
my
not
God.
finishing the podium and winning this race as Dave retires. Had another incident. It's him out.
Yeah. Unlucky for him. We'll see him next week in China.
Nah.
China,
China,
I'm about to say China picks up a 3-second time penalty. Side effects picks up a 5-second. And bloody hell, Petrovic versus Danny. That was very aggressive from the Hungarian.
Yeah.
He has got that move done.
These track conditions, hasn't he?
Danny, he's down at P5, and Petrovic, he's on a roll here so far this season, Matt.
Petrovic is making drivers petrified.
He won in Portugal, and he's on for P12 now. P12, that's how many points he's going to get. That's how many.
You don't see him all race, and the last 5 laps, he's just there.
He's there, ready to pick up the pieces of everyone else.
I've not said a word to him for the last 24, 25 laps, and now he's just suddenly P4. It happened in Portugal. He was nowhere all race, and suddenly, last 3 laps, he's won the race. So Petrovic is on the way to win this race, he is.
Yeah, fast lap in the Grand Prix as well. Watch out for Petrovic because he's actually on for.
He is on great pace. He's like the Mercedes of this year. He just nowhere for the first part of the race. As soon as the fuel comes down, he comes alive.
Yeah, and there is now DRS. That's going to make things easier for KO down the straight.
Yep.
Right then, now Matt. Now we're going to see some overtakes down this straight.
KO, jump on for KO now because he's the first one to make a move on Joey. Six behind him now. Get behind Petrovic is up the inside. He needs to keep within 1 second of KO if he can, so he can get a second dose of DRS. If he can. Yep, so he nailed that, but I don't think it'll be enough to get within DRS there. No, it's 3/10 off, so you'll have to try and find some time.
He's going to try and get back at him down the straight. He's got DRS himself.
Half a second off, yeah, but he's not running 2018 wings, is he?
Here we go, KO.
Nothing being moved. Banape. Danny's already 1.5 seconds down on
Callum running outside of Toby. We know what happened last time in Portugal when these two battled.
Oh, and Callum is going way too heavy on accelerator there and lost position to Toby. Toby's on the freshest tyres of everyone at the moment here in this top 7. So Toby will be effectively the quickest car. It's now got Danny. Danny's just got no pace in these dry conditions.
Right, let's see then. KO, lap 20 of the Miami Grand Prix. It's really coming alive now, Matt. And KO's going to have this DRS down the straight. You know what happened when these two battled in Australia 2 weeks ago? It's mad to think Australia was only 2 weeks ago. That's mental. Here we go, in the slipstream.
I think he's just going to wait for the last lap. Oh, Anton is round at the long left-hander. He's lost his front wing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's too late for a safety car, though.
Oh, Anton. I'm sure he's had some decent battles tonight, though. Take that away, I suppose, from his debut.
Yeah, but it kind of makes the whole result feel more worse than it actually does. Yeah, I mean, you've worked for all of that, and then it all goes within the last 5 minutes.
Well, not everyone can get P4 at Miami, Matt, so not everyone can do that, unfortunately. You will get P4 because Supply Raptor's getting a pen.
Well, no, because Darlow can get his penalty removed, can't he?
Who?
Darlow can get his penalty removed if he can. If he does,
Darlow?
I'll still beat us. Darlow.
Darlow?
Yeah.
Darlow didn't have a penalty.
He did. I had got him on penalties. He had the 3-second time penalty.
Oh, well, no, because you're P4, so don't worry about it. Anyway, talking about P4, Binetti is 5 tenths behind Petrovic. He's going to dose of that DRS, but he has got that 5-second penalty.
Yeah, that mediums is probably just on to keep in now, but it's too late now for the tyre stock again because it's the last lap of the race.
Here we go. KO is using all of it. What he doesn't know is a penalty is awaiting him. He will not win this Grand Prix, but he has taken the victory, the lead rather. But he has actually got red fuel out now. Yeah,
he's been low under fueled all race. Oh, Joey just lost it. He managed to keep it out of the barriers, but I thought he was gone then, like gone.
Yeah, was he gone? Was he gone?
Like, just gone and then just gone.
Was he gone? Yeah. he was gone. He was gone. Anyway, talking about gone.
He's on the stage. He's on the roof of the stadium of the Hard Rock Stadium.
I like that.
Banape's got past Petrovic.
But it went back because Petrovic will actually get a podium in this Grand Prix. That's mental.
Yeah, for now, I think Petrovic will get P2 as Elia Kayo crosses the line. P1 Maldi. Petrovic P2, Joey P3, and Toby
Petrovic has won this Grand Prix.
Yeah, it will possibly be a back-to-back victory for Petrovic.
It will be. Kayo's got a pen.
Yeah, Petrovic he's just back-to-back wins. And he's been he just hides all race and thinks, you know what, I'm going to win this race with 5 laps to go, and then he comes in and crosses the line and wins.
Mental, absolutely mental scenes here in Miami. It is provisionally KO your race winner. But of course, the pit lane will be KO's enemy tonight. He's your race winner. Brazuki Manja. Big up Brazil. We'll have all the Brazilian winners. You can join us tomorrow for the other Brazilian that's going to win tomorrow. His name is STB Maldo. To join us for that. But provisionally, before Stewart's investigations, your race results are first KO, second Petrovic, third Joey, fourth Toby, fifth Danny, sixth Callum, seventh Vinepi, eighth Darkin, ninth K-Rat, 10th Forseti, 11th Adaz, 12th Side Effects 99, 13th MV1. He obviously completed 90% of the race, so he will be classified. 14th Anton, same for him, but your DNFs. Dave, K. Shep, Dilemma, this is the king. And unfortunately, Pistol.
MV1 hasn't raced since like 10.
Yeah, I think he disconnected and took them out. So that's unfortunate for him. But yes, Matt, we are going to try and get Joey in the party. So Callum will actually miss out on getting KO. So I think Toby will actually be P3, Danny P4. Petrovic will be now P5.
Gets the penalty applied.
It will be P5. Callum P6. Yeah, we'll just have to see. You might have to send in a little report then, Matt. Or whoever wants to. Because you can't be cutting the pit lane in the race. Okay, Matt. Well, I think people are joining. Joey can't actually do an interview anyway because of his he used his Xbox app to talk, so he can't actually do it anyway. Yeah. And KO doesn't have good English. So we will wrap things up there, Matt, for Miami Grand Prix. Thank you everyone for watching, for competing. It was a very decent race. We went from full wets to intermediates to dries. Action everywhere, an action-packed Grand Prix. You can join us tomorrow for the Tier 3 Miami Grand Prix, where you can join Maffeo and Callum for tomorrow's race. And you can also see the Season 22 Combined Champion and the Season 22 Constructors Champion and the Season 22 Driver Champion. So many championships. Crazy. You can see me on the track tomorrow for the Miami Grand Prix. For more wins, I can't wait to get absolutely fucked. But you can join us tomorrow in Miami. It's going to give. If you are a Tier 2 loyal fan, which after that race, it's definitely solidified itself in being very decent championship battle. Petrovic is back in the fight. He's in the fight. It's giving what it needs to give. You can join us next week for the return to China, where we go to the Chinese Grand Prix at the Shanghai International Circuit for round 4, the Chinese Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.